tilapia in here. As you can see, they're single serving. It's pretty good. Relatively cheap. I find the fastest way to cook the tilapia is just to saute it on a pan. I don't like to be in the kitchen for hours. I have to get in, prep my food, get out. I know a lot of people, they prep their food, you know, for all month, then they put it in the freezer. I can't do that. I'm not that type of guy. I like my food fresh. So if I gotta wake up an hour early every day just to prep my meals, then that's what I gotta do. Now, 3 fillets should be about 7 to 8 ounces, which is what this meal calls for. This is my 3rd meal of the day. And probably have tilapia maybe 3 times a day, being 3 weeks out of my show. It's good for keeping your skin thin, and it's easily digestible protein. So it's great for my goals. And when I'm in the kitchen, I have things running simultaneously all the time. So I'm gonna cook my sweet potato while I have that on the stove top. The fastest way I found to do this is just to wet your sweet potato, grab a few paper towels. In this case, I'm gonna use tissues because I ran out of paper towels. And you're gonna put it in the microwave for about 7 minutes. And it's gonna cook and steam its way all the way through. Just wet the towel a little bit. Put it in a plate, pop it in. It's really convenient for me to have my own kitchen when I'm traveling. Usually we're in a hotel room, all we have is a microwave, tiny little fridge. Dennis James was kind enough to put me in his athlete's house, so I'm very fortunate for that. You know, he took me to the supermarket, grocery store, got everything fresh, so it's really a great thing and I'm blessed. Now, I'm not one of these guys that goes low carbohydrate. You know, I know there's many athletes out there who refuse to eat carbs. I'm not one of those people. I react better when I do eat carbohydrates. So all my carbs are coming in the first 3 meals a day. After the 3 meals, I go do my weight training. After that, I pretty much go no carbs for the rest of the night. So that's something I feel that's worked for me over the years and something I continue to believe in. Now, when I restrict my carbs, I do increase my fats at the same time. And I feel like that's the key, especially to create the men's physique look. You know, you don't want to load up on carbs throughout the day. But then again, everyone is different. That may work for some people. What I do might not work for you, but it works for me. I usually eat every 2.5 to 3 hours. And if I'm out of the house, you know, for a duration of time, I don't want to miss a meal. So just in case, I will just bring a few meals with me. And I have some chicken already made, but I just have to weigh it out. This is for meal number 5. Meal number 5 is 8 ounces of chicken with asparagus. In this case, I'm gonna have broccoli instead. But like I said, sometimes these meals don't get used, but I'd rather have the option of having my meal with me rather than missing a meal. So there we go, that's my 7 ounces. Now I'm gonna grab my asparagus that I steamed yesterday ahead of time. And I'm gonna have 3 ounces of asparagus. And you don't need to use a food scale. You know, you can pretty much eyeball it. But if you're OCD like me, you can weigh out your food. And that's meal number 5. These are just about ready to be flipped. Now, I like my tilapia a little bit crispy, so what I do is I'll actually lower the heat and let it cook in its own, you know, in its own temperature for about 10 minutes. It cools down, it tastes really great. And I think this is just about done at 7 minutes. Just be careful, this is extremely hot. And you're gonna see once I open this, the potato is just totally cooked through. This is great if you're running late to work. You know, normally potatoes cook like 30 minutes. This only took me 7 minutes. There you have it, perfectly cooked sweet potato, tilapia, and it only took me about 10 minutes. So if you need to cook all your meals, sometimes I can rush through and bang out 4 or 5 meals in about 30 minutes. So this is my next meal today, and very fortunate to be out here. As you can see, it's very peaceful here in Phoenix, and it's good to be here 3 weeks out of the Olympia. This way I can really focus. You know, I can be alone with my thoughts, focus entirely on eating, sleeping, and training. You know, which for a big event like this, the Olympia, you have to have everything lined up, and you have to be very structured with your lifestyle, especially when the show gets so close as it is. So this is I'm really grateful for this opportunity to be out here. A little hot, you know, coming from New York. I was born and raised in New York. Never gets 105 degrees. So it's something to get used to. The dry heat is pretty extreme out here. But regardless, it's nice. I got my first tan the other day. Haven't got to the beach all year in New York yet. So it was good. I laid out for an hour, I got burned. So definitely a beautiful place to be. So I got into town yesterday, and originally Dennis and Ramy, they take Sundays off. You know, that's their rest day. But fortunately, Ramy felt like training. Coincidentally, we both had back day. We went in, did some light back, and to do light back with Ramy, not really the typical light back workout that, you know, you expect. So we just did we did 4 sets of quadruple exercises. So we did really 8 exercises, fast paced, no break, you know, very slow contraction, time under tension. And after 25 minutes, I'll tell you, I had a pump, unbelievable pump. Great way to train, way different than what I do at home.